Hi all, this is Rutvik and this is my in-class programming exercise 6 for Python deep learning class. The task is to create a simple linear regression model and also a multiple regression model out of it. The first task was the source code for the first task was provided by the TAs and it is based on a simple linear regression model of housing prices. So the target value is the sales price of the houses and we take a logarithm of it, and for the x-axis we consider only the numeric features, and when we plot the data we also remove the null values or handle the missing values by replacing them with 0. We build a linear regression model and fit the train and test data here, fit the x train and y train, and then predict on test data. The linear regression model obtained us up with a root mean square error of 0.2. And once that is done, the next task is to identify and delete the outliers from the garage area column in the data set. So we plot the basic data, the original data set without removing them, and we find that the garage area less than 200 and the garage area greater than 1200 are not pretty much useful and they are out of the mean distribution. So we try to filter them and remove the data. So once we remove that, we find that the mean after removing the outliers is around 500, but before removing the outliers is around 472. So that is the first task of the assignment. The second question is to create a multiple linear regression model for the weather data set. So once we load the weather data set, just having a simple glance at it, we understand the columns in it and also find certain statistics of the data set using describe here. So my output variable here is the temperature in Celsius. So that is ranging around -20 to 40. Because it is in negative values, I cannot apply a logarithm operation on this. But rather, in case if somebody is interested, they can use something on the range of the temperature. Then we extract the numeric features, separate them, and also extract the categorical features, that is the non-numeric data, and then convert it to a numeric data because we want to consider them in our linear regression model. So we convert them using get dummies method. So I've done it in two attempts. The first attempt is a very good attempt with a root mean square error of 3 and with an r square value of 0.98, which is very good accuracy. So I've considered I've dropped visibility, temperature, and precision type, wind bearing, these columns from my original X, and built a linear regression model on this. So you can see that the predicted temperature and the actual temperature are pretty much close enough as in y equal to mx line. This is a bad fit considering trying to predict humidity as my output variable, and when I did that I have a root mean square error of 218, which is pretty much high, like 100 times or 200 times higher than the previous value. And the r square value is zero point 0.4, which is nowhere near the previous of 0.98. So this is a very bad fit example. So this was only for my understanding. Thank you.